All right, so it's a pure Pilates class today. It's quite a nice session, lots of sort of slightly different exercises, lots of kneeling, which I know you love. So let's get started. Rolling the shoulders. We're going to do a nice warm up. Breathing out. That's it. All right, from here we're going to go into 3 roll downs. So standing up nice and tall, take a breath in. Breathing out, soften the knees, pull the belly button in, start curling down 1 vertebra at a time, all the way down to the floor. And on a breath out, curling up. Tucking that pelvis under, rolling up slowly through that spine. Shoulders down and back, and head comes up last. Good, let's go for 2 more. Breathing in. And out. Tucking that chin down. Imagine rolling 1 vertebra at a time all the way down to the floor. And on a breath out, curling up, stacking those vertebrae from the pelvis up and coming up nice and tall. Let's go down for 1 more. Breathing in and out. Curling down. Slowly all the way down to the floor. And once we're here, coming down onto your mat, we're going to go into our cat-cow. Hands directly under those shoulders, knees directly under the hips. And we're going to go into our cat-cow from here. So on a breath out, breathing out, tuck that pelvis under, look at your belly button and push those hands into the floor, sending yourself back a little bit. So it's almost like you're going half to a child's pose, to where you feel the stretch. And then on a breath out, coming forward, extending that spine, sliding those shoulders down and back. And breathing out, tucking under, pushing those hands into the floor, sending your body back a little bit till you feel that stretch in your spine. And coming forward, slide those shoulders down and back, lifting that chest. Nice, let's go 2 more. Breathing out. You want to feel that stretch all the way. Beautiful. And coming forward, sliding those shoulders down, lifting up that chest. Great job. 2 more. Breathing out. Really look at that belly button. So you're getting a stretch all the way in your spine. Lifting up the chest, extend the back, slide those shoulders down and back. Last one. Breathing out, use that breath. And coming up, stretching, extend. Beautiful. From here, let's take your left leg in front, lean forward onto that left leg, have your knee down, slide your back leg back, hands on the floor, and we're going to rotate those hips. Almost think of wagging your tail like a dog. Breathing out. That's it. We're going to go for 2 more. 1. Great. From here, send your bottom back. Dig your front heel into the floor. You want to straighten that front knee. Get that knee dead straight. If you need to move your hands back as far as you need, you can. And then come forward, lift your chest, drop your hips. So we're going to go forward and back 5 times. You want to think of sliding and gliding those tissues. And with this, I always say, move your hands as much as you need to, but as little as you have to. So if you can, keep them still. But the most important thing here is to get this knee dead straight. That's it. 1 more. And forward. Excellent. Let's change legs. Put your right leg in front, lean forward onto that leg, knee over your ankle. Hands on the floor, slide this back leg back as much as you can, and let's roll those hips side to side. You'll get used to some of these moves. We do them often, the stretch. There we go. 1 more. Nice. Now from here, send your bottom back, dig your front heel in, straighten that front leg, and coming forward, lift your chest. Breathing out. Sliding and gliding, going forward and back 5 times. Think of really digging that heel in the front and almost pulling back against it so you get more of a stretch. 2 more. Great job. Last one. Nice. From here, we're going to go into a child's pose. So on your knees, put your feet together, open those knees. You're going to push yourself back into a child's pose. And then you're going to come forward, drop those hips down towards the floor, lift your chest, slide those shoulders down and back. And breathing out, back into a child's pose, pushing yourself back. And forward. When you come forward, if your low back hurts at all, don't drop too low. You want to manage that yourself. We're going for 3 more. Really warming up the body. Slide those shoulders down and back. Lift the chest. Beautiful. That's it. And last one. Great job. We're going to start the workout on our hands and knees. I'm just tucking my top in. We're going to go into a hover. So from here, make sure your hands are directly under the shoulders, knees directly under your hips, tuck your toes under. We're going to breathe out and hover, and then we're going to pull one knee in and go into a single leg downward dog. So let me show you first. We're going to hover those knees up. Pull your knee in, and then we're going to stretch it up to the ceiling. 4 times on each leg. So let's get going. Tummy pulled in, shoulders down and back. Knee in. Stretch, lengthen it up, open up those hips. And breathing out. And stretch. 4 times one leg. If this is too uncomfortable, you can just go into a double downward dog. Come into a hover, knee in. Great job. Let's change sides. So hover, knee in. Reach that leg up. Breathing out. And stretch. 2 more. Nice. Last one. Dropping it down. Good. Give your wrists a little break. Now we're going to do a whole little circuit in that position. We're going to do everything on one leg and then repeat everything on the other leg. Okay. Right. So going back into that hover. I'm going to do everything on my left leg because it's facing you. Shoulders down and back, tummy pulled in. If your wrist gets sore, you can go onto your fists. We're going to hover and do a donkey kick in a hover position. If that's too uncomfortable, you can keep your knee flat. So, breathing out. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 6, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down. Very nice. Now from here, take your elbows down, same leg. Knee in, stretch it out. Get your elbows on, your shoulders pulling down, so nose in front of your hands. Breathing in, tuck, and stretch. Great job. Oh, there we go. And stretch. That's better. I can see you now, Lauren. Hi, there we go. Okay, shame. We're kind of throwing you in the deep end because we haven't had a chance to chat first, but that's fantastic. I'm glad you're here. So we're on our elbows. We're going for 5 more. Tuck that knee in. Stretch. We're doing everything on this leg. So have your knees down on the floor. Make sure your knees are both down. Bring your left knee in and stretch. Nose in front of your hands. Slide those shoulders down and back. Beautiful. Great job. 1 more. Now hold that leg there. Pull your tummy in. Set those shoulders down and back. So you got a nice flat back. Lift your head up. Pulse that leg up. From that butt. Pull your belly button in away from the floor. That's excellent. Shoulders down and back. Tummy in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now take your left hand and put your left hand on the floor, so we're off the elbow on that hand. Right elbow stays down. Knee to elbow. Stretch that leg out. Perfect. Now always think of nice long neck, shoulder blades away from the ears. You don't want to be hunched, so lengthen that spine. Crunch and stretch. Perfect. Shoulders away from the ears. Keep going. You want to try and bring those shoulder blades down away from those ears. Get your nose in front of your hands. Breathing in and stretch. For 5. 4. Set those shoulders. Tummy in. 3. Think of lifting your chest. 2. 1. Beautiful. Resting that leg down. Have a little stretch. Right. From here, keep that elbow, the right elbow down, left hand down, leg up. We're going to go for little leg circles. So you want to hold your body nice and still. Go onto that left hand on the floor. That's it. For 5, 4. Stretch that leg away. 3, 2, 1, and dropping that leg down. Beautiful. From here, we're going to push your body back into a downward dog. So on your hands. Right, let's hold it here. Drop those heels down to the floor. Think of pushing your chest between your shoulders. Stick your bottom up. Beautiful. And now let's pedal those legs. Alternating bending knees. That's it. Nice and slow. Breathing out. Perfect. Now walk your hands towards your feet. And we're going to curl up one vertebra at a time, nice and slowly. Very nice. Make sure your knees stay a little bit soft as you're rolling up. I see your legs are quite hyperextended. You're obviously very mobile. You want to keep your legs a little bit softer. That's it, so you don't hurt your knees. And now we're going to go into a squat and reach. We will do the other side. I promise I won't forget. Has been known to happen. Breathing in, slide the shoulders down and up. Make sure your knees stay facing forward. Dropping down. Have your weight going back through your heels. It's almost like you're sitting on the toilet. That's better. For 5, 4. Then we're going to hold it down there. 3. Tummy pulled in, scooping that in. 2, 1. Hands in front of you. Let's pulse it here for 10, 9. Keep that chest lifted, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1, and standing up. Beautiful. Now we're going to walk ourselves all the way back out into a plank. Shoulders down and back. Dropping those knees down. Beautiful. Now we're going to repeat that circuit on the other side. So I'm going to turn around. You can face that way. I just want to have my moving leg closest to you. So we're going to repeat that little circuit. Shoulders down and back in that 4-point kneeling. Make sure your knees are directly under your hips. In this position, pull those shoulder blades away from the ears. Back nice and straight. Tuck those toes under. We're going to hover and go for our donkey kick with our right leg. So breathing out, lift the knees up. Kick. If it's too difficult in this hover position, drop your knees down. You can keep that knee bent. Tummy pulled in. 5, 4, 3. If it's too tough, lower that leg down. 2, 1. Beautiful. Coming down onto your elbows. Now in this position, bring your head in front of your hands. And you can see, instead of being hunched here, it opens up that back. Tummy pulled in, same leg. We're going to tuck that knee into your chest. Stretch it out. That's it. Now really focus on pulling your belly button in away from the floor. Stretch that leg. Tuck and reach. Excellent. Focus on those shoulder blades pulling down towards your bottom. Think of lifting your chest, pulling that belly button in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Holding it here. Pulse that hip. Lifting up just from the butt. Your back stays dead still. Squeeze the bum for 5, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Take your right hand, put it on the floor. So we're in that sort of asymmetrical position. Knee to elbow. Stretch the leg back. Now in this position, still think of sending yourself a little forward. So your shoulders can slide down and back. Tummy pulled in nice and slow. Beautiful. 5 more. 4, 3, tummy pulled in. 1, beautiful. Hold that leg there. We're going to go for little circles. You want your hips and your body staying dead still. It's just that leg moving. Keep the leg that's in the air dead straight. Keep it up. Lock your quads. For 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Have a little stretch. Very nice. From here, let's go into our downward dog. Pushing up. Dropping those heels down towards the floor. Chest between your shoulders. And let's pedal those legs, dropping your heels down. Breathing out. Nice work. Now from here, walking those hands in towards your feet. Soften your knees, have a little bend in your knees, start curling up all the way. Rolling up through that spine. Beautiful. Let's go into our squats again, sending the bum back. Weight through the heels, sit on the toilet, coming up. Great job. Tummy pulled in. Beautiful. Your back stays nice and straight. Lift your chest. For 5, 4. That's a perfect squat. 3, 1. Now hold it down here. We're going to alternate lifting the one heel up and down. Other heel up. Beautiful. Lift your chest, tummy pulled in. For 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a little stretch. Drop your hands to the floor. Relax your head. And coming down onto your mat. Excellent. Have a sip of water if you need. We're going to go into side lying. Okay, so lying on your left side. You want to have your legs like you're sitting on a chair. So I've got my hips right in front of my knees, right in front of my hips. Feet under your knees. So don't have them tucked back. That's it. Resting on the floor, have your hand behind your head. Now in this position, you want to think of pushing your top hip in line with that underneath hip. Tummy pulled in. Shoulders away from the ears. We're going to lift this leg up. Straighten it in line with your body. Bring it back into knee bent and down. Now I want you to keep your hips facing forward. So we're not rolling back at all. That's it. Scooping those abs in towards your spine. Think of sucking in. So Lauren, you haven't heard me say this before, I'll tell you now. To get those abs connected, you want to think of like knaping or stopping a wee sensation. And it's really quite deep. Breathing in, that's it. Tummy pulled in, we got 4 more. Lift, stretch. Beautiful. Keep everything connected. 2 more. Stretch that leg out. When you stretch, pull up the quads. Last 1. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to do like a bicycle with our one leg. So our top leg, I want you to straighten it, take it back, bend the heel to the bum, bring the knee forward. Stretch. So it's like we're doing a little bicycle. Now while we're doing this, I still want you to pull that tummy in towards your spine. I want you to think of pulling your shoulder blades down and back. There's so much to think about. So we look quite elegant lying here. Breathing out, squeeze that bum back. Beautiful. That's it. We got 2 more, then we're going to reverse it. Now I say that I've got to still figure out how to reverse it, but we'll do it together. Last 1. Right. So we're going to bend the knee in. Take the leg back. Straighten. Bring the leg straight to the front. Bend. I think that's right. Just as long as you're moving and keeping your tummy pulled in, everything we're working, shoulders away from the ears. Bend, that's it. So it's kind of a reverse bicycle. Luckily we don't ever have to do that in real life. I think I'd fall. Tummy pulled in, squeeze. 5 more. You should start feeling this whole butt, hip area. Keep that leg up. And I want you to straighten this leg. When you pull it forward, have it dead straight. 2 more. Oh, I'm going to a little cramp. That's what we want. Last 1. Beautiful. Rest that leg down. We're going to straighten those legs out. Now they're kind of a little bit in front of you. Got my weights in the way. I'm going to move up. So from here on your side, lift those feet off the floor. And we're going to go for scissors, forward and back. Tummy pulled in. Lie slightly off that hip bone so you can roll yourself back a little bit. So if you here, roll back a fraction, so you're almost on your bum cheek. That's it. If you need to for balance, you can have your hand here. Tummy pulled in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax it down. Let's bend those legs, come up. We're going to go into a side plank on your hand. So from here, we're going to lift yourself into a side plank. I want your top leg in front. Now if this is too difficult, you can go on your knees. So if you can, your top leg's going to be on front, bottom leg behind, squeeze those legs together. We're going to reach towards the toe, stretch. Drop the hips all the way down to the floor and come up. So if you want to do this on your knees, absolutely can. I'd rather you hold your form here, reach to your knee, reach over, drop down and up. That's it. Take your hand through, almost like you're threading a needle. So you want to kind of tuck it under. That's it. And you want to really set the shoulder blade. So you want to keep nice and strong. Drop down and up. Let's go for 4 more. Touch, reach. Very nice. Shoulders down and back, tummy pulled in, reach. We're throwing you in the deep end here. This is it's a big class. 1 more. Very nice. If you're able to drop those hips down, that's it. And relax. Okay, well done. That was quite a tough one to do. Sorry, Lauren, for your first class. Okay, you're a machine. Well done. Let's go on to our other side. Vanessa's an incredible Pilates, so she's just going for it. But we have thrown you in the deep end here. Right. Hands behind your head. Knees in front of your hips. Feet under those knees, so it's like you're sitting on a chair. Bring your knees up more in front of your hips, like you're sitting on a chair. That's it. Tummy pulled in. Let's go. Lift, stretch. If your head or anything gets sore, you can drop that head down, stretch, and up. My shoulder's actually hurting when I do that, so I'm going to drop it down. Tummy pulled in. So with Pilates, nothing must be sore. If anything is sore, we can always correct or change it. Stretch, lengthen that leg away. I want you to pull up that kneecap so it's a nice strong leg. Reach, in and down for 5. Squeeze that bum. Keep that belly button pulled in. 4. Stretch it away. Try and touch the wall. And down. Breathing out nice and slow and control. We're not doing our bicycle yet. We're still doing the fire hydrant. stretch, and down. Last one. Good. Now we're going to go into our bicycle. Stretch, bend that heel to your bottom, bring the knee forward, lengthen that leg open, squeeze it back. So we go bum, heel to bum, knee forward, stretch, and back. And while you're doing this, everything above your hip stays dead still. So if I had to look at you from your hip bones up, I would see no movement. Your tummy's pulled in, your pelvis is staying completely static. So really think of, as you breathe out, pull those abs in even deeper. Beautiful. 2 more, then we're going to reverse it. Last one, squeeze. Nice. So now we're going to reverse. Knee in, stretch. Leg forward, straight. Bend the knee, take the knee back. Lengthen and forward. Keep the control here in that pelvis. For 5. Great job. 4. 3. Nice work. 2. Tummy pulled in. Last one. Beautiful job. Coming up into that side plank. Scissors. I lied. Scissors. Not side plank yet. Hands behind your head. Stretch those legs out. Lift the legs up slightly. Roll yourself back a little bit. So while doing this, you've got to keep your underneath leg lifting up. So you're working your inner thighs. And your top leg, you're working the outside. Keeping that belly button pulled in. Squeeze. You want to try and think of equal legs going forward and back. For 5. This burns at the top. 4. 3. Yes, exactly there. 2. 1. And relax. You. And coming up. All right. Now we're going into our side plank. So remember, you can do this on your knees. If you're on your knees, whichever position you're in, I want your hand under that shoulder. Tummy pulled in. Okay. If you're on your knees, you're going to reach under, tuck, hand up, drop those hips down and up. Otherwise, we're coming into that full plank. Let's go. Reach, up, drop down. Oh, the shoulder's not going to manage that. Okay, I'm going for a half one. My shoulder's much better than it was, but still needs a bit of TLC. Drop the hips down and up. Beautiful. We're going for 10. If you're just doing this, if you're doing the full movements, go for 8. Nice. Breathing out. Keep those abs engaged. Very nice. You want to set that shoulder blade down and back. Tummy pulled in. Beautiful. Lauren, have a rest. You've done about 40,000. You did great. Very nice. Well done, Vanessa. Full ones are tough. Tough, tough, tough. Right. Coming to lie on your back. Legs up in tabletop. You're going to have your feet together. I want you to open those knees. So we've got like a diamond shape from here. Okay. Hands behind your head. You want to keep that low back glued to the floor. Tilt that coccyx to your nose. We're going to go for crunches. So breathing out. Tuck your chin on your chest. Crunch those elbows to your knees. And back. And up. Good. Making sure you're not pulling on your head. The head is supported. Those abs are shortening to pull up your head and shoulders. Tummy pulled in. Breathing out. And down. Beautiful. Let's go for 8. Crunch. Keep that back glued to the floor. Nice. Breathing out as you breathe. Come up and down. We got 3 more. 2. Nice, last one. Very nice. Head down on the floor, hands stay behind your head. You're going to take one leg down, tap, coming up. You want to keep those knees open in that diamond shape. And as you lower that leg, really fight to keep that coccyx pulled to your nose. So your tummy stays pulled in. Your low back stays glued to the floor. Breathing in and out. Let's go for 5, 4. Make sure you use your breath. 2 more. 1. Place those feet down on the floor. Have your feet nice and wide apart. And let's just roll those knees out side to side. Loosening off the hips. We've worked them quite hard. Beautiful. Right, from here, grabbing those knees into your chest, coming up into sitting. We're going to do our roll like a ball. So with this, sitting on your sit bones, have your feet off the floor. You want to keep your knees in towards your nose and gently hold on to your shins. You're going to roll back, breathing out to come up and balance. Don't put your feet down. I want you to look at your belly button, pull that tummy in, round the back. That's it. You want to make sure you're not pulling on the knees too hard. You want to use those abs to come up. Breathing in. And it's called roll like a ball because you really want your back to be rounded. So look at that belly button. Let's go for 2 more. 1. Beautiful. And then coming to lie on your back again. Right, we're going to go into our oblique twist. We're going to do it with a little bit of a difference. So legs up in tabletop to start. And I'll show you what we're going to do. You're going to stretch your one leg straight out, pull that kneecap up and twist to that knee. Then you're going to change legs. Then you're going to straighten those legs up and do a scissor twist and bring them back. So we go bent leg, straight leg, straight leg. And I want you to think of twisting with your shoulder to that opposite knee. So you keep your head crunched up. So from here, let's breathe out, lift your head and shoulders, have your legs up, stretch one leg out, twist. That's it, twist the other way. Legs up, twist to your opposite leg with them straight and straight. Bent, bent, straight. If that's too much coordination, just keep going with the oblique twist. Most important with this is to keep your back glued to the floor. If you're feeling any pain in your back, have your legs a little bit higher. They can be there. They don't need to be all the way down. Let's go for 4 more. Twist. 3. Nice work. 2 more. Stretch. Last 1. Woo! And hug those knees in. Well done. Right, we're going to come and lie on your stomach. We're going to do what we call the skydiver. So let me just show you in this position. You're going to lie on your stomach. You're going to have your hands by your head. We're going to reach the hands forward and then squeeze those shoulders, those elbows into your waist. You want to be lying on your stomach, and we've got to keep the pubic bone pushed into the mat so your back doesn't arch. You lift your head and your forearms sort of 5 centimeters off the floor, so there's a little bit of extension. I don't want you to arch your back. So in this position here, the temptation is to get there, but then you're arching. So you have your legs wide apart, squeeze your bottom, lift up just your chest, and we're going to reach those hands forward, squeeze those shoulders, elbows in, breathing in and out. Nice. You want to try and keep that belly button pulled away from the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades together for 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift your head off the floor a little bit. 1. Very nice. Now we're going to combine it. On your knees, you're going to do a push-up. Drop it back down. Set your back, stretch. So we go 1 push-up. Keep your back in a straight line. Dropping down. Tummy pulled in. Lift your head and chest. Reach. Breathing out. Very good. Tummy pulled in away from the floor. Make sure you're digging that pubic bone into the floor. Nice. Reach. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Great job. We've got 4 more. Perfect. Keep that back dead still. 3. Make sure that when you're coming up, you're not bending your back. Very nice. Beautiful. 1 more. And coming back into a child's pose. Beautiful. Well done. I'm very impressed. Have a little stretch. Nice. All right. From here, we're going to go into a plank position, a high plank on your hands. We're going to take our bum back to the heels. So from here, we're going to take the bum to your heels. Keep the knees off the floor. Coming forward. We're going for 10. So in this position, slide those shoulders down and back. Lifting up the legs. Taking it back and forward. That's very nice. Take your bum back, beautiful, and forward. When you come forward, don't drop your hips too low. Keep your back parallel to the floor. So from here, the temptation is to drop them down, but you want to kind of keep them up, tummy in. Let's go for 5. 4, pushing back. 3. 2. Last 1. Dropping those knees down. Beautiful. Right, from here, place your left hand behind your head. Stay on your hands and knees. We're going to go elbow to elbow and then opening up. You want to open up those elbows. Try and stretch that thoracic spine. We're going to go for 5 one side and then 5 the other. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. When you've done 5, change sides. Other hand behind your head. Stretch open. Breathing out. That's excellent. And down. 2 more. Last 1. Beautiful. Coming onto your back. We're stretching out. Hug those knees into your chest. Lying on your back, just rocking side to side. Now from here, hold your right knee into your chest in your hands. Stretch that left leg out. Beautiful. Pulling your right knee across to the left side. Use that left hand to pull it across. Your right hand goes out to the side, palm facing up. You want to aim to get that knee down to the floor, breathing out. Try and relax in this position. And then coming back into the middle. Bring your left knee into your chest. Stretch that right leg out. And let's pull that knee across. That's it, pulling it across. Have your opposite hand. So now your left hand, palm facing upwards. Beautiful. And stretch. That's it. And then last stretch, one of our favorites, the happy baby. Legs up to the ceiling, feet to the ceiling. Grab the inside of your feet. That's it. Gently push those knees down to the floor. And you can rock side to side. Breathing out. Lovely. And from there, just tuck your feet in, coming up into sitting. Excellent. One more stretch in sitting. We're going to stay here. Take your right arm out to the side. Drop it down to the floor. You want to keep this opposite hip down, so push yourself back, push that hand into the floor. If you're able to, drop your elbow down to the floor, only if you can without lifting up, and reach that arm over. And you want to think of sort of pushing yourself back to that left side. And coming up, let's change sides. So now take your left hand, drop it down to the floor. Make sure you keep that hip down. If you can, take the elbow, push yourself back into the other side and reach that arm over. And coming up. Beautiful job, guys. That was amazing. Thank you so much.